The Messerschmitt Me-262.
62 was the world's first operational jet fighter and one of the most advanced aircraft of the Second World War. Developed by Nazi
Germany, it marked
the jet age and completely changed the future of air combat. Although it entered service too late to change the outcome of the war, its technology was far ahead of anything flying at the time. The development of the Me-262 began in the late 1930s when German engineers realized that propeller-driven aircraft were reaching their performance limits. Germany was a leader in aviation technology, and the Luftwaffe wanted an aircraft that could outrun and outfight Allied planes. The solution was jet propulsion. Messerschmitt designed the Me-262 to use turbojet engines instead of piston engines, making it dramatically faster than any existing fighter. The Me-262 was powered by two Junkers Jumo 00 for jet engines. These were the first jet engines to be mass-produced, but they had serious limitations. Due to shortages of heat-resistant materials during the war, the engines were unreliable and had a very short lifespan, often lasting only about 25 hours of flight time. Despite this, the engines allowed the Me-262 to reach speeds of up to 870 kilometers per hour, making it around 200 kilometers per hour faster than Allied fighters like the P-51 Mustang and the Spitfire. One of the most deadly features of the Me-262 was its heavy armament. It was equipped with 430mm Mk108 cannons mounted in the nose. These weapons were designed to destroy heavy bombers, and just a few hits were enough to bring down aircraft such as the B-17 Flying Fortress. Later versions also carried R4M air-to-air rockets, which allowed pilots to attack bomber formations from a safer distance. The Me-262 entered combat in 1944, when Germany was already losing the war. In battle, it proved extremely effective against Allied bombers and fighters. Its speed made it almost impossible to intercept in the air. Many Allied pilots reported that the Me-262 would appear suddenly, attack, and escape before they could respond. However, the aircraft had weaknesses. It was vulnerable during takeoff and landing because jet engines responded slowly to throttle changes. Allied pilots often attacked Me-262s near their airfields to exploit this weakness. Another major problem was political interference. Adolf Hitler insisted that the Me-262 be used as a bomber rather than a fighter, which delayed its deployment as an interceptor. This decision wasted valuable time. In addition, fuel shortages, lack of trained pilots, and constant Allied bombing limited the number of Me-262s that could be used effectively. Although around 1,400 were built, only a small fraction ever saw regular combat. After the war, the Me-262 was closely studied by the United States, the Soviet Union, and Britain. Its design heavily influenced early jet fighters such as the American F-86 Sabre and the Soviet G-15.